Baldwin, the star of the evening, who's been sitting, listening attentively, getting a wonderful reception here at the Cambridge Union. Tremendous enthusiasm from all sides of the House to Mr. Baldwin, who has been listening to the arguments. Now we'll bring the voice of experience to the debate.
Good evening. I find myself, not for the first time, in the position of a kind of Jeremiah. For example, I don't disagree with Mr. Berkowitz that the inequality suffered by the American Negro population of the United States has hindered the American dream. Indeed it has. I quarrel with some other things he has to say. The other deeper element of a certain awkwardness I feel has to do with one's point of view. I have to put it that way. One's sense, one's system of reality. It would seem to me that the proposition before the House, if I put it that way, is the American dream at the expense of the American Negro. All the American dream is at the expense of the American Negro. Is a question hideously loaded, and that one's response to that question, or one's reaction to that question, has to depend on the effect on where you find yourself in the world, what your sense of reality is, what your system of reality is. That is, it depends on assumptions which we hold so deeply that we scarcely aware of them. A white South Africa, or a Mississippi sharecropper, or a Mississippi sheriff, or a Frenchman driven out of Algeria, all have, at bottom, a system of reality which compels them to, for example, in the case of the French.
They asked me if you still on me. It's hot, son. Yeah. Come on. Yes. Come on. Into the black light, exit the madness. What's up, Lou? You into the black light, exit the madness. Shells. You into the black light, exit the madness. You into the black light, exit the madness. Yo, we back again. If you're throwing in the towel, then you're back in sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. He at the front door, chilling with the childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old, and following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex, and tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on, all day if you want. Oh, you ain't to the black light, exit the madness. You into the black. You might want to start paying attention on this next verse. You came to the black light, exit. Give me attention for a minute. Damn. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on to get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt that you remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, Irie. I volunteer, know the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy. Yeah, I get it. You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you're free, your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Yeah, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick. You a queen. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Caribbean, so Caribbean. Yeah. Yes, bounce to this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And what you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat. You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or Jill will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the idle cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled rats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah, we need some 3 parts on this man. So I can't carry my boys that chorus. Come on, line up. Yo, I need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you gonna work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it, proud of the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it, proud of the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Into the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis. And I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew. Heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week. Intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So do the knowledge, that means hold your head. Let the past stay dead and keep a level head. And don't be misled. Remember most of what I said. I'm hot like times in the rock, but you got us hot from working on your block. By the end of the night, how deep this music is. What is it, private the man to gain the world and lose your soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it, private the man to gain the world and lose your soul? Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demand it. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media bandit. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There'd be many that stand whenever I rip, but it's devastation whenever I rip. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it, private the man to gain the world and lose your soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it, private? Ancient Chinese secret now. Yes. Did you not pay attention in your history class? Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up. Yes, sir. Partner, wake up, son. It is written that there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. And that the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So take your position. Don't you know you are part of that scripture, yo? Yo, you've been getting in the way and what you knock you down. Yes, but we gon' bring the light, yeah. A Max B production, baby. You know what it is. Listen, I'm known to tell you to fight back. There's no need to sell crack just to live fat. Why don't black superstars simply give back when they know it's a struggle just to live black? Can you picture that, Mr. Aristocrat? I'm coming from the bottom, rising to the top, and conscious is the tone on the CDs I drop. I won't flip-flop like a black bass, but I will put a message in the song before I hook your ass. See, we first class living, worse than slaves of the earlier days, and we adapted the ways of the slave master. I stand upon it, the very rock which put your people in bondage just to get 100. The big face kind, and it don't matter if it's making people lose their freaking mind. That's why I'm speaking mine, hopefully to change yours, to pull you out of these streets from these drugs and strange whores. Huh. Is the love out there? Is anybody there? Is the love out there? It's like we died inside, no longer having pride. We're still for rides, a new skill to hide. And like the red tide, go and get our heads dyed. Rebel against the laws in the cities we reside. Sleep the circumstance, though our eyes open wide. Fail to coexist, let alone coincide. Eat chicken many ways, but prefer it fried. Like your man on death row when his relatives cried. Is death a mistake because somebody lied?
What you doing, buddy?
We have Mr. James.
Just let you know. This live was for the mall. Seeing how nobody's saying nothing, we just wanted to prove something. That's all this is. It's gonna be the same topic. So once y'all come back when the audience is in. So yeah, it's some real information. But you two niggas ain't getting it. This is just a test. Somebody suggested something. I said, okay. One of my Eric Snowdens. Goofy asses. And you ain't in control of shit. Did you get it, Papa? Did you get it?
Who has been sitting, listening attentively, giving a wonderful reception here in the Cambridge Union. Tremendous enthusiasm from all sides of the House for Mr. Baldwin, who has been listening to the arguments. Now we'll bring the voice of actual experience to the debate.
Good evening. I find myself, not for the first time, in the position of a kind of Jeremiah. For example, I don't disagree with Mr. Burford that the inequality suffered by the American Negro population of the United States has hindered the American dream. Indeed it has. I quarrel with some other things he has to say. The other deeper element of a certain awkwardness I feel has to do with one's point of view. I have to put it that way. One's sense of one's system of reality. It would seem to me that the proposition before the House, when I put it that way, is the American dream at the expense of the American Negro. All the American dream is at the expense of the American Negro. There's a question.
Say something.
Idiosyncratic.
Not say.
And that one's response to that question, or one's reaction to that question, has to depend on the effect on where you find yourself in the world. What your sense of reality
Unless
is.
you're all out there. Giannis, man, how y'all gonna come in here and not say nothing?
That is, It depends on assumptions.
What's going on,
Which
beloved?
we hold so deeply.
A friend of mine, a very good associate, one of my early students, he suggested I try something. So I put up what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. With all this information, some more tea. And I was like, these people know how to text, they just come over and watch. If you're from England, if you're from Africa, wherever. If you're from big Israel, if you're from New York, looking dumb like Michael Rappaport, whatever, just chat. Just no hate. But we don't tolerate no cow manure either. Ain't that right, Papa? I got some information, boy. Y'all gonna like this. Yeah, they was holding the comment box because they idiots. They don't believe because they don't know. I prefer them to stay in belief. Play the game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's gonna be very informative. That's DJ ZPE. He's a DJ.
Comes from Europe. That's how it got to America. Beneath them.
It's gonna be some good information, brother. You hear me? You know I'm not giving the real jewels. What I'm giving is diamonds, rubies, sapphires, onyx. You know what I mean? I'm giving those little, and even those are particles. But when I give the woo-wah, they might want to just sit back and wait and come in and sit there behind still.
Which we are in one way too familiar with already. What this does to the subjugated, most private, most
even Proli, her time is numbered. I can't do nothing about it. She wants to mess with things that she shouldn't be. Big medicine man paying for stuff, not of the ancient, not of the old world. And these idiots, these things, they really think they know. They have absolutely no idea. None.
Every stick and stone, every face is white. And since you have not yet seen
it's gonna be heavy, man.
Suppose that you are too.
But it's gonna be like a satire. But I'm gonna need y'all to process it. I'm gonna allude to that. Okay? I'm gonna send the frequency, the vibration out. One thing I'm gonna say right now, when you start realizing what you're capable of, you'll never say nothing about it. And you won't have no hope of wanting to placate it and affect someone. Oh no. It's just gonna be it's like a standalone. But it's beyond that. They really don't know how bad they goofed up. Not at all.
One person and another, only on the basis of color of their skin.
We had this old guy to come here. I can't say what state he comes from. It's a liberal state. He's about 80 something. He was a CIA hitman. Man, he comes to chat with us vets, bro.
By the time you were 30,
I'd be like, wow, Eddie, what's up, baby? I'll be sitting there saying to myself, and you sleep all right? He says never. He says the ones that do, they're the ones at that time in the CIA, they didn't want to be around it. So I asked him. It was just me and him, no phones, none. I said, what about Kennedy? He says I wasn't on that detail, but everybody that was in a certain particular area in the CIA, even operators from, first ODAs, they wanted them dead because they were lied to. And they were lied to. Ooh, when I break this to y'all in the AM, man. And now they got generations of further stupid, Dummkopf, as they say in German. Stupid old Spanish. Oh yeah. Y'all gonna enjoy it, man. I just said let me come on rock, because I play a lot of DJs, because he samples a lot of music. I mean, it's not illegal. You know, I don't mind having a video where it goes out to the, you know, the royalty collectors. I don't mind. One video is fine. The podcast is set.
Let me put it.
I just gotta put it up.
From a very literal
It's monetized. I just gotta. It's gonna be a good one. But this one, the information I'm gonna share.
Of the country.
If they were so smart, they'd be like, he's in, make sure the notifications go out. But they're not smart. I'm gonna prove it.
Could not conceivably.
See how they come in and they run? They stay here watching.
If they had not had, and do not still have indeed, and for so long, so many generations.
Yo, the chief, dog, boy, what's going on, beloved?
Labor.
I was. Somebody suggested if you didn't hear me, that I run a little test. Just set it up, go live. So that's what I did. And I says, I know it's got to be there. I just know it.
I built the railroad under someone else's whip.
Prove it to y'all, it's the government. That government, whoever government is, it ain't mine.
Which has
you know what I'm saying?
So much power in Washington, and therefore some power in the world, was created by my labor and my sweat, and the violation of my women and the murder of my children. This is the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
And no one can challenge that statement as a matter of historical record. In another way, this dream, and we'll get to the dream in a moment, is at the expense of the American Negro. You watch this
at the expense of the American Negro.
But not only in the Deep South. In the Deep South, you are dealing with a sheriff or a landlord or a landlady or the girl at the Western Union desk. And she doesn't know quite who she is.
Yo, I'm bougie as hell right now. Oh, I'm not drinking or no drugs or nothing, like no weed. That's not a drug. But I was eating, late eating, just getting some calories. I'm gonna address some, and I'm gonna put things together. And when I put these things together, I want y'all to look at these things. And if you choose, you could take some notes and look at it yourself. Now, some people have done some things, but I'm going to explain them in a way that can be lucrative for everybody. But yeah, I just wanted to come on, put about 25, 30 minutes, you know. Wasn't going to talk about it tonight, but you better believe when you hear it. We'll put it up like it's like a satire fantasy. But when I lay these things out, and when I break down the meanings, verbs, nouns, adjectives, whatever, right? Conjunction, junction, what's your function, you know? When I'm breaking it down, I'm gonna do what I'm capable of as far as putting the puzzle piece together, you know what I'm saying? So that way there'll be no turbulence, but there'll be a, you know, that wide eye view, like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully some people will go, I never thought about it, I never saw that. There's no contempt, there's no greater I, there's no lower I, there's, you know what I'm saying? That's for everyone. It's another vice that you can utilize, everybody. So when I put these things together, I really want y'all to pay attention, because it's gonna be groovy, man. You're gonna be like, what? Wait, what? Even my boy I was talking to, he was like, what? How? Wait, where you get that? How you? What? No, man, these people put things together similar. I just see things different. You know what I mean? And that's, everybody has a talent or a plethora of talents. It's when you accept it, is when you start nurturing it. And when you start nurturing it, these things become profound. the Hindu guy. I'm not gonna say his name. He works at the hospital. He's like 2 apartments over. When I was outside chanting, he says they could feel it in their heart, in their apartment, in their body. The kids look at me like this, like they want to say, "Who is he?" And all I said to him, I says, them children is protected. Every child around here is very protected. We get in our trucks when the child go missing. We grab our rifles and stuff. We don't give a damn about police or whatever. We don't disrespect our police here, though. We got some good guys. We go and we look. And we're not, all of us, we're not going to jump out, be overacting, 3 pounds of pressure and all that. No. It's not about violence, you know? But you meet aggressors with aggression and you meet violence with violence. And when I say we're talking about some big old lifted, we're talking about some 44, we're talking about some trucks. Red Dawn, my boy, went down the hill on the side. I was over there helping. Well, he's salvaging all the parts. He's got the motor out and everything. He's stripping it. Red Dawn is gone. He's building another one. So he's got a 80-something Chevy Silverado. So I might go over there tomorrow, see if he wants to do some welding or something. You know what I'm saying? I ordered, you know, some people know I got like a $300-400 welding stick welder, but I ordered a $70 MIG TIG and stick welder, a little portable thing. I watched it on YouTube and I was like, I gotta have that. So, you know, go over there, probably get some welding, you know, build things and stuff. I gotta pick up wood to build these platforms for my silhouettes, the paper ones, so I can take them out. Even though they got them out there now, they're all over out there. So now we got targets. So when y'all come, make sure you bring some ammo, bring your equipment, your rifles and your handguns, and we run drills, okay? You know what I mean? Just bring them. If you're ex-military, like, hey man, and you feeling getting away from the races and all that other crayon color and just want to be tribe and family, I don't care what you look like. I met some Chinese brothers today. They lived here. They're from California, and they opened a restaurant. And they wanted to get away from all that crazy. They like their guns. Like I told you, the chicken shack where I took Westside and Rondo on this guys, trauma them. Excellent, second best chicken in America, right? This restaurant, and the guy's Chinese to own it. So the main owner went back, left his brother in charge because his mom and him, you know, older, and he's ready to come back over here. And he was the one who was like, "You got any Chinese in your family?" I was like, "We don't use the word Chinese, brother, because my relatives, when they married into the family, the bloodline's there. It was during a period when China didn't exist, man. All that's new age. Whenever you see something with Tartary and they're talking about China, you're not going to see China on a map nowhere. It's not the Great Wall of China, like I said. And that does help a bond, you know what I'm saying? But regardless of that, you know, if it don't matter who or what you are, if you're Korean, I got a good young brother, 24 years old, who's always at the range. He's from Cali, Korean. He moved here a couple years ago. He just joined the Marines. He leaves Monday. So we gave him a big send-off. I went over there to see him today. I saw him yesterday, chatting, talking about how to run on the ball of feet, speeds up your time, double breathing and all that. We're giving him all kind of tips and pointers. Shin splints in the Marines are going to happen. All right, so, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man, when people want to do something, you know, and he knows he didn't have to do that. You know, he got it. You know, he wants to expand his horizon. So we always give each other the best, you know, tips, those who were there. And that's what we're supposed to do. So I have a way of seeing things. I have a way of putting things together in my space of time. So tomorrow, y'all gonna like this. It's going no swearing, no cussing. It's just information. So sit your family down. They can agree or disagree. It's all a beautiful thing. We need to get back to that instead of being in this deplorable state. We need to get back to being able to agree, look at something, question it. Is it viable? Be dismissive of it. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for us to have healthy relationships, we got to get back to that, because our families were destroyed in the 60s when the man couldn't be in the house, when the sisters were getting welfare, even though everybody else was getting more welfare than us. It was singularly about destroying our family, because our families were the most cohesive. And even today, our families, regardless of the millionaires and the billionaires, is still the most cohesive, with all the little bit of information the media puts out of there, of pushing a narrative of disdain and hate by the very individuals that shouldn't be happening, the ones you would think who are liars, who push for unity and you know. But this information I'm going to share, have your kids sitting in your lap, whatever, you know, just turn the volume up and listen. It's going to be a good one. It's not about changing anything outside. How can you change anything outside of you if you don't change what's inside? You know what I'm saying? And how can you conceptualize things based on what your perception of things if you can't perceive it? So hopefully what I'm going to address with the information, a whole lot of tabs open, but I have to put them together. I have to, the dates, you know, and it might jump one or two, but it's practical. All right. Yeah. I actually had somebody hit me up talking about, brother, I ain't never heard of the word Jah. I says, I'm not pronouncing it right. But even he was like, when I said it, he was like, I was like, yeah, you know, people are aware. And he was like, man, we ain't never heard that. I remember watching you on Rob Bell and watching you on Kerry Davis. Remember when you was on Rose Sanchez, he kept muting the mic. I was like, yeah, because, you know, some people have these egos, and then there are those who want to learn, and it helps me to further learn, you know what I'm saying? So this will be another tool, because I see people going to TikTok. For some reason, TikTok got some information. I'm like, how y'all finding this stuff? Cause look, man, I be seeing too much weird stuff to be surfing over there. The moment I see a dude with lipstick and peach fuzz on his face and skinny, always skinny, you know, talking on, I'm off. I'm like, I'll check the messages later. I can't stand looking at that nonsense. But it's still, people have a choice, you know what I'm saying? And I got a couple of videos uploaded. I'll do that tomorrow. I had to do cut, and all that kind of stuff. So when Rondo gets here, we'll set everything up so I can really, really get gimmicky, but with purpose, you know? And I know you guys will appreciate it. I really hope so. I hope that you're appreciating what I'm stating and what I'm reading now. There are a couple people hit me. It's like, how come you ain't throwing them ball of fires, man? You know, bro, it's one way to get you in. There's another thing to expand upon the mindset, you know. We got to nurture each other, you know what I'm saying? When it looks like I'm upset and I'm rah, that's just to catapult people to the next level, hopefully, you know. But yeah, y'all gonna like this one. Y'all gonna like this one. Yeah. Also, I'll set it up. If somebody, we can do a duel. If you can go live, we can do a thing where we go live together. Me and Delusions of Humanity did it over a year ago when we set up. I set it up just for a test run. It might be still up there. I don't know if I took it down or not. But get back to that. But StreamYard's the best. I can have a plethora of individuals on there. I pay for it every month. So I got to use it more often. But I want to have all the proper stuff. I want to have extra mics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So when they're sitting at the dining room table or wherever we may be in the present of the future time, I want to be able to have everybody that can be as instrumental and have the tools where they're heard. You know what I mean? as people further come out of these shells of lies under pressure. You know what I mean? So that way they can grow into who they are supposed to be compared to the individual that's a narrative based on what the Rockefeller, those individuals have done. You got to make a total separation. And some people say, well, how do you do that? Well, if you know me, I've gotten rid of other phones before and went months without phones. And they were like, Mr. Branch, and still paying the bill. And I'm like, yo, I lost that phone 6 months ago. You what? I was like, yeah, man. I'm still paying the bill because but I kept it active and it was destroyed, whatever, right? And I just didn't want to be bothered with it, So I have those moments, Somebody shot something. My grandma used to be like, you might be autistic. Which is not a bad word. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Just wanted to hit this little test. My brother, he was like, yo, I want you to do this. Because he says, I watch your videos. You never do this. So, what's going on, T? I says, all right, I'm just going to set up the live. I'm going to go live, play some different music. Monetize or not. I don't care about that, about this one. And see if they get notified. And then, who comes in first? And every time some people come in first, they hijack the live. Nobody else can see it. Because I've gone on my other platforms and we look at the live, it's ended. Then I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the one person watching, right? And they ain't saying nothing. But my live is ended, but it's still playing here. The green light recording and everything. Then I realized it's one of these goofballs. And I'm like, you can't make this stuff up. But anywho, I appreciate y'all. What I got in the box. Somebody mailed me this. Let's give it a try. I'm not big on it. I don't know if it got sugar in it. It's got purified water, vegetable glycerin, natural flavors, xanthum gum. That's a big off to me. Evaporated seawater means iodine. Cranberry fruit powder, organic aloe vera. So anyway, this is Mary Ruth's liquid morning multivitamin. So I'm gonna try 2 tablespoons of this in the morning. A teaspoon. Is it a teaspoon or a tablespoon? Two tablespoons. So I'm gonna try that in the morning. Ain't gonna take nothing else. Appreciate y'all taking the time. It was an experiment. I'm grateful that y'all came and you said something. So that means they didn't totally hijack it because I said a few things. Well, they probably realized, okay, this guy knows we're watching. And they can always just come in and watch what everybody else here. They don't have to take over. I'm not going to sit here and talk with the idiots, especially if they don't know how to speak text. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's nothing but love. Y'all have a grand evening. Don't be out here getting drugged up and all that goofy stuff. If you're fighting it, talk to a brother. I see people not using my Gmail. Max V always used it. There's about 5 people. And then there's people outside of it who have actually hit me up and says, what do you think? And I come on live. Y'all see it. All right? Well, I appreciate y'all taking the time, brothers. Y'all, that's loyalty right there. It's royalty. That's what that is. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to get off of here, climb my ass up in that bed because I'm freaking tired. Excuse me. I'm tired, all right? See y'all in the AM.